All right. All right. So we are live. I think I got that correct. Let me raise this up a little bit. A more centered. And I want to make sure that I have all the stuff on the screens properly. So I'll leave. Where should I put the chat? I guess I'll put the chat over here. Is there a way for me to pop the chat out? I am very new to this, so I'm still figuring it out. Pop chat out. There we go. So pop chat out. And I guess I'll put this down here. That up there. That way I can see that. And actually, this might be better if I put it over here. That over there. Put something else on the screen over here. So I'm still trying to figure this all out. Anyways, so what I'm gonna be doing, oh yeah, I gotta get my notes out. So the plan is to start doing this on a weekly basis. Um, Most likely Wednesdays in the morning, so I'm not competing with like bigger streamers. Definitely not the evenings because I'm first of all I'll be competing with the big streamers, and also um, uh, evenings I like to spend with my family, like have dinner, and then also the kids need to be put to sleep. That's a two-parent job to get them to bed. So here we go. Get my notes up. Yeah, so and this, we'll put that there. And all right. So ooh, don't want people to see what is on my private account. I want people to see what's on my Sabr Path account. There we go. Close that. And all right. I don't think I need this on at the moment. Yeah. Oh wow. That made my hair flat. Wow. All right. Anyways, looks like no one's in the chat at the moment. Learn more. Welcome to live chat. Okay. Top chat. Live chat. Yeah, not chop chat. I want live chat. Live chat. And let's put timestamps on so I can see. Show me participants. Is there a way for me to show participants without taking away the whole? I guess it's one or the other. I can't see the chat and the participants, but that's fine. Um. So yeah. All right. Let's make that. Make that again. Oh, yeah, that's a good. There we go. All right. So now we're live. So the plan is. All right. So first of all, if you're brand new to the channel, Saddam, my name is Mustafa. I am a game designer. I mean, right now I have my own solo developer studio, which is Sabr Path, and I have one game, which is Nexus Defenders, and working on a second game, which is Beware Tomorrow. I've worked in the game industry. I've done 3 years of administrative work at Treyarch. Um, and while I was there, I was trying to get into level design, and due to like internal politics. Like they basically don't like to hire internally. Um, very very rare for somebody to start off as a contractor and then have a move from like something like administration and get into level design. In fact, a lot of level designers, they thought I was going to be like the first one to do that, but I wasn't. I was there for 3 years and I was like, this is going nowhere. I don't want to waste more years of my life. Um Usually if someone gets into administration, uh the the progression is going from administration into production. So that would have been like getting into what's the thing below associate producer? I can't remember, but there's like a coordinator, like a coordinator position, getting into a coordinator, and then moving into from coordinator to associate producer, and then associate producer into a producer role. So that would have been the way moving up. But if I chose to go into producer role, I could have done that, but I was really dead set on going to level design, and because I was really dead set on doing that, um, uh, like I basically like I didn't set myself up to get moved up through production. So because of that, I left, and then I went to Zwift, and at Zwift I was there for it was like close to four. It was between it was about 3.5 years, 3.5, not 4 years, but it was about 3.5 years. I was there doing QA, and I moved up pretty fast. I think I got like three or so promotions while I was there, but uh, Zwift, I liked it there, but there's a lot of issues I was having with management. The people I worked with directly, I really liked, but due to due to the state of the company, I end up getting laid off like 2 years ago, like 2.5 years ago, and um, yeah, I just haven't been in the game industry since then. Since then, it's been very rough finding stable work. But that's basically the journey: administration, and then QA. And I did lots of different QA, not only on the game, but I did like the mobile app. I also did the website, um, and it was QA within the the development pipeline. So I was like actually in the meetings, the scrum meetings with engineers. It wasn't like I was outside the pipeline and I didn't interact with the engineers. I was actually interacting with the engineers on a daily uh on a daily basis. So it was more like software development than the traditional AAA QA, which they are completely separate from the engineers and the designers. So that's just a quick rundown of my background, and so I'll spend about 20 minutes or so going over some articles, or some gaming news. What did I put my gaming news? Here is some gaming news. So I'm going to talk about some gaming news real quick. Um, just giving my thoughts on a few of these, and let's see. Can I screen with camera? Just make sure I don't click on. Okay. All right. So I got that, but where is the camera? Oh, I need to. What I need to do is I gotta go back here. And properties. Okay, deactivate when not showing. All right, yeah. So now I go over here, screen with camera, or is it this one? Oh no, that's not that. Go back here. Let me move this over here. All right. So where's the camera? Properties. Deactivate when not showing. Okay. Um. Hmm. How do I get myself to show? Why do I not see myself? Let me see. Am I behind here? No. All right. Let's move that back. Undo. Undo. Okay. Yeah. So let's go. Why? Oh, why? This over here. All right. So we're figuring this out. Maybe if I do that. Oh. All right. How about deactivate and then activate? Oh, maybe I gotta move this over here. Is it the other way? No? Okay. Move that back over this way. I think I hear my kids screaming. So, but my wife should be taking care of that. All right. This is. Let me mute. Oh, I see a chat. There have been a lot of layoffs in the game dev industry these past years. Yeah, definitely. Definitely lots of layoffs. Like the industry right now, I think it's not going to stop having layoffs anytime soon. I think it's going to take like about a decade for things to turn around. I'm still trying to figure out how to get my head in the corner of the screen. Let me see if I maybe I should just take this one. Well, okay. All right. Yeah, maybe I should just do this. All right. So undo, undo, undo. All right. I'll just use this one instead. So go there. Go smaller. All right. I don't know why the other one's not working because I turned this off. This other one's supposed to have like a cutout, but I guess I'll just use this one. If this one's working. All right. Okay. Maybe I'll just move this a little over here so that I'm not so much on the screen. All right. Okay. All right. So, um, yeah, I just want to go over some articles, and then after that, I'm gonna do some game development about 15 minutes from now. That's the goal. Oh, before I start getting into that, so starting today, Indie Gala. There's Nexus Defenders right there. I am part of the bundle. So you act within the next 21 hours and 14 minutes. You can get all 6 of these games for $3.50. And obviously, you guys all want Nexus Defenders, even though you all have it at the same time because you're all big fans. I know you all have it. But anyways, Indie Gala. I'm gonna post this on the social media after the stream is over, and then but throughout the stream, I'll keep mentioning this. I'll try maybe every half hour or so. I'll bring this up, but yeah, part of the Indie Gala bundle. Anyways, let's go back here. Close that. All right, so. This article basically is about some leaks stating that WB Games, I mean, WB Games is in huge trouble. They are melting as we speak. They are crumbling apart. They are falling apart. They are in a terrible state. And their answer is to make another live service game based on one of the iconic IPs of the vast Warner Brothers and DC Comics catalog. So, I mean, this can be anything, but considering that it says DC Comics catalog. I mean, like obviously, it's more likely it's going to be um, DC heroes related, and the whole live service thing. Like they need to. It's very frustrating seeing uh, these these AAA AAA publishers like constantly just self-sabotaging. I'm trying I'm trying to like I'm trying to use clean language because to make sure that YouTube doesn't bamboozle me, but I was trying to say like something similar to this. They're basically doing this, but they're self-sabotaging. um it's frustrating because I mentioned I worked in the game industry, and after getting laid off, it is so rough finding work, especially as a game designer. Because game design work, that's good for indie game devs at least. Yeah, yeah. I mean, like, hopefully, I find success as an indie developer. But with my experience as a game designer, a lot of my skills can't be transferred over to something else. Like for example, if I was specifically, um, really good at animation, I can do something else. I can go into movies or commercials or like anything, like just about anything else with animation. Same with engineering. If I was an engineer, can get into like software engineering. I'm not really great at coding, so like I don't have the skills to transfer to some other industry. So trying to find other work, I end up doing stuff like substitute teaching or DoorDash, just frustrating things that don't make a lot of money. I got interviewed at like DD's Discounts, which is a clothing store, and like the store manager starts lecturing me and arguing with me because she wants me to prove to her that I won't leave like if I get a job offer in 1 month. I'm like, look, I've been I've been unemployed for this long. The market is dry. It's not I'm not gonna get a job offer in a month. And she was like, what if you do? I was like, okay, what if scenario? And I explained to her like, the what if scenario if I do get a job in a month, I would, first of all, I'd make a big difference in their store because I'm a hard worker, and also I would train the next person and this and that. But that wasn't a good enough answer for her. Like she was, like she didn't want to hire me because she she thought I would like leave after 1 month of getting a job offer in the tech field. And that's my experience being laid off, and this is why it's very frustrating seeing the leadership of the game industry just tear things apart. Like there are other people like me who are in the game industry who have lost their job as well, or about to lose their job, and we're just people who want to make games. We want to make good games, and then like the goofballs who give us a bad name, like they make us look bad. People celebrate when we get laid off, and it's actually like a handful of goofballs um who are like mid to lower tier, and then like the upper tier who are like executives and other goofballs who want to destroy the world. they're the ones who are impacting everybody else, but then if the studio goes under, they like glide out with their golden parachute and then land into another studio because they're all buddies with each other. And this is why it's so frustrating, like seeing that they're gonna do this. I mean, what's likely happening? So they already tried the looter shooter, and it failed miserably with this goofy game, Harley Quinn Squad. I don't think this would be another looter shooter. I think the most realistic thing I can think of would be that they saw Marvel Rivals is doing great, and they want to make DC Rivals. That's what I imagine that they're going to trying to do. What they're going to try to do, and they're just trend chasing. That's it. Rather than being innovators, rather than being leaders, they're being trend chasers. And this is why DC has been like lagging behind Marvel. I mean, like Marvel's not doing great right now, and DC's still chasing Marvel. Like with the movies, with everything, and that's my opinion on this. I don't want to like spend too much time ranting on this. This is just really frustrating seeing how um how these publishers are just ruining the game industry, and they're full of clowns. They're not full of leaders. They're not full of people who understand um like what to do. I'm not saying I'm a genius. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but their leadership, the leadership right now in the game industry are just a bunch of clowns. Um, do I have anything else I want to say about this before I move on? Uh, no one likes live service. It's basically like live service is a huge risk with tiny reward because well, I mean it has big reward if it works, but like let me rephrase that. So it's huge risk with a tiny uh chance of succeeding. That's what I meant. So like there are few success cases that are ongoing right now with live service. You have Fortnite, which has basically become another platform. It's no longer just Fortnite. Uh, the what I'm having a blank here as to what's called the battle royale. Yeah, it's no longer the battle royale. It's now basically like a whole platform with all these different games. It's basically becoming Roblox, and Roblox is another um live service success. And then you have I think Apex Legends might still be successful, though I hear people are getting tired of it. um Helldivers sounds like it's still doing good, but the successes are not like when you're trying to follow success. Yeah, it's gambling. Exactly. Lost and still lost. Yeah, you're right. It is a huge gamble. Like seeing like a small percentage of the attempts lead to a success. It's a huge gamble. And when trying to build an action plan, you want to be like, okay, what is the most likely to succeed? What is going to lead me to the highest chance of success? And that's not what they're doing right now. They're just gambling. Um, so let's move on to more from one set of clowns to another set of clowns. We have Mark Dara. I think that's how I pronounce his last name. Mark Dara, who is um, he made a name for himself. I think earlier this year or late last year when he started complaining to gamers, saying that they need to be more kind and passionate. Um, which there can be like there can be truth to that messaging, but I don't think the way how he said it was um the right way. Like the way how he was saying it was basically like saying, like, hey, you gotta like what we feed you no matter what. Oh, we got some inappropriate stuff over here. Let's get that off the screen. Anyways, oh, that's still on the screen. Okay, great. Can I block that out? Sorry, I try to have a family friendly channel. I have my morals. I don't like to have sexualization promoted on my channel, so that's why I don't want like a woman with most her torso showing on my channel. What can I do? I know what I can do. Here, I'm going to take this. I'm going to take that. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Look at that. There we go. I'm a genius. Anyways, so oh yeah, don't close that. All right. Anyways, so the basically what this new article is, Mark Dara, he didn't really work on Dragon Age the Veil Guard, but he is like an advisor to the team, and now they're working on Mass Effect 5, and basically he's trying to like convince them to use Dragon Age as a scapegoat, and blame the players, and like doing anything other than take accountability. Like they admit that they made the game that they wanted to make. And the issue with that is that there is zero accountability. There's no um they're not taking any uh they're not admitting to anything being wrong with the product. They're saying the product was in our vision, it's perfect, and it wasn't the issue. And that itself is an issue. Um, so I released Nexus Defenders last year, February last year. It was the first game that I personally developed and published, and I see it. I mean, it's a success in the fact that I learned a lot from the experience. I made a complete game, um, from concept, from inception to like launch. I made a complete game, uh, and I was able to launch it. As far as financial investment, it was a huge flop. Um, and this is where I have to be objective. I have to look at what went well and what went wrong. And when from the learning experience, it was, that it's a huge success for the fact that I've learned so much, especially after learning about what I did wrong. But I can't lie to myself and say that, yeah, this is a complete success, and the reason why I didn't sell well is because, um, you know, the fans are wrong. I mean, like one of the things I learned is that uh, before I even start making the game, understanding the market research and selecting the game that sells well is a huge part of the success of the game. And I chose a tower defense game. Not only did I choose a tower defense game, but I made a tower defense game that has a narrative. So tower defense game on its own it's very very niche. It doesn't sell well. Very few of them sell well. And then on top of that, it has a narrative. And as I'm watching YouTubers play my game, many of them just want to skip the narrative. At first the game did not have a skip function for the narrative sequences. You had to go through them. But I eventually added one. I patched one in because I saw so many YouTubers just want to skip the narrative, and so I realized, okay, I was incorrect by making like I like narrative driven games. I also like tower defense, so that's why I put them together. But um, the point being, I learned that what I made didn't match what the audience wants. And the audience who plays tower defense, they don't care about narrative. Uh, so the tying it all back to this is that they need to learn. They clearly didn't learn what was wrong. They're not um, being accountable. They're not admitting that they released a product that the fans don't want. And that shows that the next game, Mass Effect 5, is also a huge red flag. Um, when you don't learn from your mistakes, then there's no growth. I mean, as simple as that. Don't really have too much else to say about this. So at this point, I want to start game development. I mean, the other articles I have, they're not really that important. I had some more articles here just in case I needed more time or more content to talk about. But I guess I also spent 10 minutes trying to get this set up. But that's that. Let me also let's start closing these out. And let's talk about this again one more time. Uh Indie Gala, uh currently $3.50. I mean, it's pay what you want though. You want, you can $100. Throw that on that fat stack. No one's gonna pay $100 for this. I'm gonna be real. Like that's some money laundering. That's some money laundering situation here, getting the illegal money. But yeah, most people are just gonna keep it at that 350. Anyways, there I am, right there. Next is Defenders. Let's switch back. Oh no, let's do this. All right, let's switch there so that I can transfer. I'm gonna start transferring everything over to my game development screen. So let me close this out. Let me start moving over all these things to my game development. Well, actually, go back here, live stream, move that back there, here. Yeah, this will take me, just give me a minute. I'm going to move over to make sure that I'm on my game dev space. And close that out. Close that. Open up Unity. Okay. Actually, it might be just easier to just move this over here to this other space. Back there. There. So, all right. And let's open up my project. Hey, Salam. ZM. Oh, I know who you are. Thanks for joining. Okay. So we're getting everything set up. We're going to start game development soon. Move some windows around. Yes, chat can go over here since game development takes up 2 screens. Where is this going? This can go down here. There. That there. All right. All right. Okay. So I should do 3 screens worth like this. So that goes there. And this goes go. Oops. There. Don't like to do that. Okay. All right. Sorry, I'm trying to figure things out right now. So ChatGPT that tomorrow. Okay, there we go. All right, got the right ChatGPT open and move this to the middle. Yeah, up there. Are you going to do game dev streams for your new game? Yes. Yes, I am. All right. So now I have it all. Let me go back to screen. Should I need to set this up so I can streamline this more easy. That's what I should do next time. I should just have Unity open before I even start streaming, so I don't have to like do this on camera. Yeah. Okay. Wrong one. There we go. Okay. All right. Looks like the game's on screen right now. Where's my head? Where's my head? Okay. Wrong one. Right screen. Where's middle screen? Okay, let me. I know. Okay, I'll duplicate this. Screen with. Right, middle screen with camera. And then, so this one, we'll add source, display capture, middle. Okay, all right. So turn off that, move this down here. There we go. All right, we're doing it. I got it. I need a. All right, a learning process. This is a learning process. Still trying to figure out how to like what exactly I'm doing during this live stream. So yeah, right now this is Beware Tomorrow. This is the game that I'm working on, and it is very dark because I'm trying to fix the lighting. This part actually looks pretty good over here. So what was wrong was that I had a bunch of point lights on everything, and the point lights didn't cast like a hard stop for the lighting. So I started replacing the point lights with a bunch of spotlights, which is making it look a lot better. But then I come out here, I'm like, whoa, this looks very dark and goofy looking. Um, so I gotta fix what I'm basically going through and figuring out what I need to adjust to make this look better. Because um, I mean, when it comes to a horror game, the atmosphere is basically what can make or break the game. And I mean, I guess I can start by showing off the game. Oh, I'd have to switch screens. Okay, let's switch screens. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is the game right now, and I got this flashlight. So, I mean, shadows don't look very good right now. I'm still, going through a lot of adjustments, and you start off in this room, and items that are interactable will have a white outline when it's within range. So I can't go far enough out of range for those, but you can see with these items, because I figured that the game would probably be a bit more difficult if I don't make it apparent as to what is interactable or not. Because, like, as you can see, there's these books that aren't interactable at all, and people like struggle, especially since you have to like get the cursor. You see that little white dot in the center. Um, like basically, it needs to be exactly on the item, and some items you can examine. Like you can see this. Okay, this is a fuse, and I can either take it or put it back, and I'll take it. And then I have the inventory. There's the fuse. Um, some of these I can pick it up, and then I can read it, and then it gives a little bit of story. I mean, this is all like this is just a Chat GPT writing right there. Are you going to okay? The frame on the wall seems to have an outline, even if you step away. The frame on the wall. Oh, so this is a first aid kit. I guess the range I just made it very. Let me check real quick on this other side. What is the range? All right, outline script. Okay, that one's set to 5. And what are these set to? Okay, so that one's set to 2. So, okay, so that's why this one's. Let me change it to 2. Whoop, not 25, 2. All right, let me come back here. Turn off that. All right. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, it was just that one's set to 5, and these items are set to 2. So that's why. And that's a first aid kit. It doesn't work yet though, because I can let's see. It's not even letting me use. Yeah. If I press E, it does nothing. I take it, and it's like not in the inventory anymore. So yeah, I don't know how to use um the first aid kit at the moment. Also, this one doesn't even have an outline, so let's take this. And am I able to equip it? Yeah, use. Yeah, I have this axe, but it doesn't do anything at the moment. Um because the guy has no health. So this axe does absolutely nothing. I basically put it in the room so I can test to see if I can pick stuff up and add to the inventory, which it does. Can I put this away? Yeah, there it is. Put it back, and then I got this flashlight. So basically, the players should start off in this room and figure out the controls, and then once they find out that some things are interactable, like this paper, voila, there's a key. Put that back down. And then, so let me switch screens real quick. Before I open the door. Okay, so let me switch screens. Middle screen. Okay, so we can see all the way over here. So there's this dude right here. And I couldn't figure out how to like make him just spawn. Like he basically just he starts patrolling on his own, like from the get-go he's patrolling. And I didn't know how to like make him spawn into the world, so I basically just put him in this corner. And as soon as, let me see if I can, I can't see. Okay, yeah. So there's this invisible box right here, this collider. And as soon as the player walks through that collider, then it makes this door, this prison gate that I put right here, it makes it disappear. So then so then the dude starts walking around after that. So I mean, like I mentioned, I'm not a very good programmer. So I just basically like have to work with solving what I want to do with the knowledge I have. So yeah, I guess I can like learn how to program better. But I also want to, like, I got so much stuff to do. I gotta make games. I gotta make videos. I gotta pay the bills. So much stuff to do. It is working, so it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's the point. Like it's more about like figuring out like how to like figuring out like how to get the end result. Like that's what creativity comes from. Like let me switch screens. Okay, that one let me rename this. Ooh, right screen. Right screen, and let me move this down here. Yeah, okay. All right. There we go. All right, yeah. Like limitations leads to creativity. Like people who say the opposite are wrong. Like you don't need, the bigger the budget doesn't lead to more creativity. When you have more limitations, you're forced into being creative with solving a problem. So let's put this back up. So open this door, and then the guy starts patrolling, and the guy has very good vision. Like basically, oh, there he is. Yep. So basically, I just have to outrun him. Um, what I need to do is just have him talk constantly so that I can always know where he's at. But as he's running around trying to find me, I could like hide inside like these. I could hide, and basically like the purpose of the game, or the objective of the game, is to escape, to get out. Let me get the flashlight back out. Is the guy down there? Where's he at? So he can't hear my footsteps, so running is not. Oh, there he is. There he is. Oh, he's beating me up. He's beating me up. Stop it. Oh, there he is. So yeah, there's his exit over here. And he doesn't stop. So yeah, I have to like, there's he's running. Yeah, I have to figure out like a better way to like escape from this guy, because just running around is just very goofy. It's comical. So there's stuff to do. There's like these puzzles to solve. So like for example, let me turn off this light. I need to put whoa, I need to get out of it. Get. Oh. Go back. Is he gonna get me? Okay. But yeah, this is the basic premise of the game. Like you have to solve puzzles, and like, I had the fuse. There's the fuse items. There's another fuse over here. Pick it up. There we go. All right, it's the guy over here. How do I lean? Okay, there. All right, I don't see him. Anyways, the fuse can go in here. Insert. Put two of them. I need to find one more. Anyways, like basically like you're solving puzzles and you're trying to get out and you don't want to get caught by the guy. And I'm not listening. I don't have my earphones on right now, so I can't hear him. Oh, there he is. He's just standing there. But that's the basically what the game's like. Oh, let's have him clobber me now. Hello. Oh, boom. You have died. Hey. The Arabic looks so small. I can't read it. Thing says marhaban. It's so tiny. I can barely I can barely read because the Arabic looks very small. Let me try to make it bigger. Can I increase the size of the Arabic? Increase. Oh, it's barely increasing. Marhaban. Dark as Sabr. Marhaban. All right, let me. Oh yeah, that's genuinely scary when he shows up in your face. With sound, I think this can be really creepy. Thanks. Let me chat back where it's supposed to go. Oh, I also need to make the chat regular size again. Yeah, I need to fix his face though, because his face is clearly not scary looking. Oh, let me switch to that screen. All right, there we go. Whoops. Oh, there we go. All right. So F11 is full screen. Oh yeah, I need to still in game. Like it's hard to see. Oh, let me F11. Let's turn off lighting. Let it load for a second. Yeah, his F11. Let's turn this off too. Yeah, I should make an adjustment to his face. Why can I not do anything all of a sudden? I don't like how his face looks. It looks too friendly. And can't do anything else. Okay, now I can do stuff. Anyways, yeah. I think maybe if I change his eyes, it would be better. But definitely, he needs something. Also, his feet are clipping through the floor, so I need to fix that. That's an easy fix. I just need to pull him up a little bit. Stop. But that's where I'm at with the game right now. The game. I was saying, welcome, Sabr Path. Okay, thank you. How are you doing? I'm doing good, thank you. How are you doing? Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so the game, I mean, mechanically, it's mostly there. I have puzzles. I have different types of puzzles. Like I have this fuse box. I have this. Ooh, hello. How you doing? I have this other, like, almost like a Bioshock type puzzle right there. I have what else? Oh, these switch puzzles. So I got this, which is like you have to have a number, which the number is hidden. Right now, it's just hidden on this piece of paper, right there, 5429, and that's how you get into this. But I need to. That's not good. People are never gonna find that. So I need to put the number somewhere that's more apparent, like maybe like on the wall or something. And then there's this lever puzzle, which one, this one, which is this, there's two lever puzzles. One of them is do the right order. Is this an order puzzle? Let me see. So this one, okay, yeah, this one is up, down, down, up. And this is a different type of puzzle. This one is, oh, lever chain. Okay, so basically when you flip one of these, like one or two other ones will flip the other way, and you have to basically get them all to flip up. And I mean, I also have like this lock pick over here. And I mean, basically, like once you have everything, once you get the key card, you go out this exit, but there's no ending. There's nothing over here yet. So that's basically the state of the game right now. Is that one? I'm working on how the environment looks. Let's see. Doing great. What you're using to develop the game? This is Unity. Not Unity 6. This is Unity 2022.3.5. Unity 6 is the latest one, and I'm not using that because I started developing this before Unity 6 came out. And whenever you upgrade to like the next like big version, then that can screw up a bunch of things. So it's better to start a new project with that latest version than to upgrade your project into that. So right now I'm just using a later version of Unity. And then once I'm done with the game, then I'll upgrade to the next version of Unity for the next project. But as of right now, I'm just going to use this version of Unity. Yeah. So what I was saying is functionally the game is there. This is, for the most part, this will be the entire environment. It's not going to be a big environment. Like these cells open up. Like there's a way to. So this one opens when you get this fuse box. It opens this door. This door opens when you get this lever puzzle done. This door opens, I think it was a key that I left somewhere. Where'd I leave the key? Been a minute. Anyways, all these doors open. And this is Task Force X with the rip-off Suicide Squad. There's all of your favorites. Charlene Quinn and Queen Shark and what would this guy's name be? Live Shot. I don't know who these guys are, but I crack myself up. There's fake Conor McGregor, Cam versus Jump. Anyways, I'm being silly, but the game works. It just comes down to and also what I was saying is that it's not gonna be bigger than this, because the game I'm shooting for like an hour to 2 of gameplay. It's not going to be a long game. It's going to be a short game, so it's going to be priced accordingly. I'm not going to, it's not going to be like a $10 game. Like at most $5, maybe $3. The problem with pricing it at $3 is that, first of all, people see it as a cheaper product and are less likely to buy something that they perceive as cheap. Secondly, a lot of the sales numbers comes from like Steam sale discounts. So if I'm discounting the game, like people will wait for the game to be like 50% off. If I'm discounting the game 50% off for them to want to buy the game, it's already $3, and then then it'll go down to 150, and I'm only making 70% of that. Well, actually less than 70% because sales tax. So that's why I'm against pricing it at $3, because that would be like I'm giving myself nothing. I think $5 will probably be it, but the point being is this is going to be a cheaper game and it's going to only be like an hour long. So having a smaller area is fine. I think it should be fine as long as there's enough to do and enough to explore. Uh, but and also like I think people's expectations for indie games are not the same as a AAA game. Like when they spend full price on a AAA game, of course they want at least 30 hours. A lot of indie games, like they do well being only 2 hours long, and that's how a lot of these horror games are anyway. So I don't plan on making this area any bigger. But this is the state of the game at the moment. Let me get. No, that's not it. There we go. All right, yeah. So I got that, and here's the lighting. So that's what I want to work on at the moment. Where'd my chat GPT go? More like 50%. Yeah, that's basically what after Steam. Oh yeah, 50% as far as what I keep. Yeah. I agree with you. After Steam cut and expected to. Yeah. What I keep is actually like 50%. Maybe even less, but yeah, like the thing with the price is that you're never gonna make everybody happy. Because even with my current game, Nexus Defenders, the first game I released, which is $5 at full price, and I put it on sale often. And even with it being $5 at full price, I have people leaving. I mean, not a lot of people, but there are some people leaving negative reviews saying that the game is too short. Even though it's like a 4-hour game, they're like, the game's too short. Wait for a discount. It's like, okay, I mean, like, I can't tell them they're wrong. If $5 is too much for 4 to 5 hour game, I can't tell them that they're wrong about that. But you can't. The expectation of like infinite replayability is a bit much when you're spending a low amount of money for a game. I mean, I did at the very least for Nexus Defenders, I did add a survival mode, so it does have infinite replayability. But no matter what, you can't please everybody. Gotta basically accept the fact that not everyone will be pleased, and there's gonna be people who will be upset. Make a 2.5D platformer. Oh, I just skipped somebody. Lost and Still Lost. How long does this kind of game take to make? So I'm using a template called the Ultimate First Person Horror Toolkit. So a lot of the mechanics are already pre-made, and so a lot of the time basically comes down to setting up the environment and putting everything into place. And also, I guess, technical issues and learning curve and all that. I could have probably made this in a month if I really was like really dedicated with my time. Um, but just trying to pay the bills and figure things out, I had to drop this and got distracted. Uh, so I'm trying to get myself refocused so that I can release this within October or within the range of October, because that would be a really good opportunity for me to sell a horror game. As far as making a 2.5D platformer, I was working on a platformer like 3 years ago, and the problem with making a platformer is there's multiple problems. One is that as very low return on investment. There are too many platformers to compete with. Um, Platformers don't sell well on Steam. Uh, and also, while I was working on this platformer, I spent like a year and a half working on this platformer, and uh, the problem is that the time the time putting into the game, uh, like basically you had to put a lot of time just to get like a few minutes of gameplay. For example, for this game, I just have this small level. I could probably get like an hour or so of gameplay out of this small level. And I mean, right now I have to focus on getting the lighting to be a bit better. But the point is like I don't really need to do too much more with this environment other than like putting stuff on the walls, like like blood splatters and scratches, stuff like that, like decals. Um, but when it comes to a platformer, I spent the platformer I was working on. I spent like a week or so working on just solid work on one level, just like like I think it was like 2 or 3 weeks working on one level, and then like that results to 5 minutes of gameplay because the level you can play through it in 5 minutes, and it just the amount of time you put into it, it's not worth it, especially with how low the return on investment is. You love Donkey Kong, right? I thought it might be fun to make small projects. Yeah, that's exactly. Yeah, I love Donkey Kong. That's actually um what I was working on. It was a Donkey Kong, like the gameplay was inspired by Donkey Kong. Like you're able to move in a similar way and kind of like do the roll off the edge and then like jump. Um, so that's why I was wanting to make a 2D platformer, but it just wasn't worth it. I ended up scrapping the whole thing. Uh, Heard the best time is before October. Aim for the end of September so streamers can play. Yeah, yeah. I definitely the goal is before October, but like that's basically the goal right now is to get myself back on track and before my other job gets too got like a part-time job that's going to start up very soon, but before that starts consuming all my time, I'm trying to get myself back on track to get this done. So like basically it's like I need to get the level to look good, get the bad guy, get him better looking, work on the puzzles, work on the ending, needs the ending to the game. And then sound, yeah, sound's gonna be a big thing too. So sound's gonna be, you hear the guy, and also that's how the story will be given to the player as well. The narrative will be through voice clips. Uh, Perfection is the enemy of progress. If it's good enough and conveys the game you want, you should move on to the next feature and see if you come back polished. Well, uh, I agree, but this is not. This is. I don't think this is acceptable. This is a bit too rough to look at the moment. I will give this some more time, like maybe work on this today and tomorrow, and then I'll move on from the environment to the gameplay or something like that. Oh wow, Western Hero, thanks. Thanks a lot for the I don't know what to call that. Is that a tip or is that a super chat? I'll give that a like. Hey, I appreciate that. That really means a lot. I appreciate that a lot. But yeah, thank you. God bless. Um, but yeah. So the goal is to get the um. I've been using. I got this Chat GPT window over here. Like basically, I mean, like I like the upgrade with GPT 5. It's more straightforward. Um, but using ChatGPT to help walk me through the different things that will uh, change the lighting, because lighting is like the main thing with a horror game's environment. So it's just going step by step. Um, gotta support my Arab devs. I really appreciate that. Alhamdulillah. Thank you. Um, Yeah, you Western hero. You are the hero. You are the hero, Western hero. I appreciate it. But yeah, what I was saying is, yeah, I've been using the Chat GPT to like basically walk me through. I'd give it screenshots, basically like make the changes. This is just so much stuff with lighting. Like let me switch over screens. You should dual stream dev streams at Twitch too. They have yeah. The plan I do plan on expanding. Doing multi streaming. Right now, I just figured what I do is just start off, just start like just figure it out. I mean, obviously this stream was kind of a mess, especially since I didn't have Unity open. I was still figuring out like OBS for some reason wasn't working with my head in the corner properly. Like so, this was more like okay, let's just start, see what I do wrong, iterate, and kind of just improve on the format. And the goal is to like get the multi-streaming going on as well, and my dream game to make be similar to Limbo. Limbo is Limbo is a very cool game. Very subverted expectations. Um, and also like has just a very memorable look to it as well. Uh, yeah, what I was saying is just get started and improve on the stream. I figure that the YouTube channel has been gaining momentum. I've been doing 2 videos a week for like over 2 months now, and it's starting to build more momentum. And so I figured this is a good opportunity to use that, to build more audience by doing the live streaming off of this YouTube channel. And then also, uh, let's see. Oh, nice game. Game is being worked on in the back. Yeah, yeah. Hey, hello, Saravan. Is that Balaji or Balahi? I recognize you from the comments. I recognize you from the Saravan. But yeah, so yeah, I do recognize you. You always leave a comment on my videos. I appreciate that. Um, But yeah, so that's basically the goal is to expand the brand by doing live streaming. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing 2 videos a week or not. Maybe I will do 1 video and 1 live stream a week. But the 2 videos a week I've been doing has been basically to try to like get YouTube to figure out what my channel is about, because it got really confused and it lost all my audience because it was confused as to what type of content I have. Um, so I had to basically reset the YouTube algorithm by doing 2 videos a week and try to be consistent. Not only consistent but like keep the theme of what I talk about similar, so that I get the same audience with the different videos. Um, and it's very time consuming making these videos. So I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing 2 videos a week or if I'll just do 1 video plus 1 live stream. Because I think one live stream that's 90 minutes is faster for me than making another video, because a video takes much more than 90 minutes because I have to get my notes put together. Once I get everything put together, then I have to record it. Then after recording, I have to edit it. And like the whole process is much longer than doing this, live stream. So I might end up doing only 1 video a week, at least for a short while. At the end of this month and during all of September, I'm going to be very busy with my part-time job, so I'm probably going to just do 1 video during that period, but we'll see. I think that's probably the best thing for me to do anyways, because right now I'm spending so much time making videos and not enough on this video game. I need to finish the game. uh let's see. I'm waiting for the technology to be able to make games easier. uh Uh, if you're waiting on technology to be easier, you're gonna always be waiting. I think the best time to start is always now. Like it's right now it's easier than ever, and yeah, you can wait till it's even easier, but then you're gonna always it's always gonna be an excuse. There's always gonna be an excuse. Well, if I wait a little bit longer, it might be easier in the future, and that's true. But you'll always be waiting. Like it's kind of like the whole like, when do you go on a diet? Start now. Start your diet now. Don't wait until like the whatever the reason is. Like just start now. I think that's the best way to go. You should utilize YouTube Shorts. People keep telling me that. I keep hearing mixed. Um, I keep hearing mixed things about YouTube Shorts. Some people say that I should really do it, but then I see a lot of people who say, yeah, they gained a bunch of subscribers from YouTube Shorts, but those people only want to watch their YouTube Shorts. Like they don't go to the full length videos. So it's basically like building 2 different audiences. Um, which I mean, that might not be a bad thing, but um, it's there's a lot to consider. There's a lot on my plate right now. I'll have to think about it. And but anyways, so I got like 10 more minutes before I end the stream. Let me where did I put that? So there we go. All right. Since a lot of people are in here that I didn't see earlier, I want to make sure that I talk about this real quick. So starting today, Indie Gala. If you go to indiegala.com, you go to bundles, games delivery bundle. I don't know why this is a games delivery bundle, because there's like only 1 game on here that's about delivery. I don't know. Is this a delivery type game? This does not look like a delivery type game. Is this a delivery game? I don't think this is a delivery game. This looks like a puzzle game with a watermelon. So I have no idea. I have no idea why they call it games delivery bundle, because this one's the only delivery looking game. But for $350, you can get all 6 of these games, including Nexus Defenders, which is my game. So if you want to check it out, check it out. This is the cheapest it's ever been, and this is likely be the technically the cheapest since you're getting 6 games. This will likely be like one of the cheapest it can get because you're getting 5 other games with it for $3.50. The only downside to this, at least for me, there's no downside for you, but for me, the downside is if you buy the game through Indie Gala and then you leave a review, it doesn't count as a review on Steam. So Nexus Defenders. So if you go like over here, you see the 96 reviews. There's more than 96. There's 31. You see there's 31 reviews, but like not all of them count. So like it only counts like 26 of them because or actually that's incorrect. What I just said is incorrect. So but all right, so the yeah, okay, all right. So 31 reviews. Anyways, the point I'm trying to say, the reviews that are left with from people who obtained the key externally, their reviews don't count towards the Steam algorithm. Only the people who buy the game within Steam, like it ends up boosting the algorithm, and those are the only ones that really matter. Like it'll say something like for some of them it says like this person got the key for free. Yeah, product received for free. So this person probably got. Oh yeah, I sent this guy. Yeah, I remember him. Yeah, I sent it to him. So his Steam review does not help boost my algorithm on Steam. This one also says received for free. So this person's probably a YouTuber. So if you get your key externally, like from Indie Gala, it doesn't help. It doesn't help the Steam algorithm. So for me, it doesn't help me. But like you do you, whatever's best for you. If you don't own the game yet and you want to check it out, you want these 5 other games, check out Indie Gala. Whatever, I'm all about whatever you want to do as far as spending your money, however you want to support developers, do what you can. That's how I feel. I just want to lay out the options because some people they want to help in other ways. Like they want to help the best way they can. Like one person was saying, "Oh, I'm going to wait until the sales over because I want to give you the biggest cut." And it's like, okay, yeah, that's up to you. If you want to do that, that's up to you. But if you want to save the money, that's also up to you. Do what you can with your money. That's how I feel. Have you tried to release it on Switch? No, I have not. So as far as Nexus Defenders goes, I'm done with the game. I've moved on. I don't think I'm going to work on this game for something else because, well, for me to like, first of all, I don't know how to port onto console. That's the first thing. Secondly, I'd have to. I'm pretty sure like on Switch, I can get the touch controls to be fine, but as far as like getting it to work with a controller, I'd have to figure that out. And I just. Yeah, I've already explained. I'm not a technical person. I'm not really good at programming. So a lot of this is like it'd be me bashing my head against the wall. I'd be really frustrated. So it's not something I'm really interested in doing, like trying to figure out how to port this. If I could partner with somebody that would um port it for me, that would be a possibility, but I feel like that would cost money, and the game didn't even make enough money for me to pay myself, because I also spent money on, like, art assets and all sorts of random things. I feel like I spent more money, especially time. Definitely considering the time, especially considering time, the time I put into it, because I spent like 4 weeks making the game initially. Um, I I I did not pay myself an hourly wage, so I don't feel like it would be worth it to um, pay somebody else to port the game over to console, and then I get on console. Plus, the game has AI art, which some people are like. I mean, I don't know how that works on Nintendo and Sony and Xbox. I don't know if that's something that would be approved to have AI art. Because let me go back here. So let's go back to the screenshots over here. So yeah, so there's these narrative sections, and these all these characters are AI art. And So I don't know how that would work with Nintendo, Sony, Xbox. All right, where is it? It's down here. On Steam, all I have to do is this. It says AI generated content disclosure, and I put down that I have some AI art, and that's basically Steam's um, policy. I just need to disclose that I have AI art, and that's it. Port it, bro. The console is flooded with AI. Is it okay? Okay. I mean, I'll right now. I'll leave it at this. Right now, I'm focused on. I'm trying to get back on focusing on Beware Tomorrow. That's that. That's the goal. Get that done, and like one of my viewers, I don't know how to. I guess that's the best. One of the commenters for my videos leaves a comment on every single video, telling me I need to play Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Like every single video, he's like, when you go play it?" So I told him, I was like, okay, I mean I barely play games anymore because I'm so busy, but I was like, okay, if I can release um if I can release Beware Tomorrow by October, and then I make $1,000 within the first month, because I mean, for me, I mean, $1,000 isn't even, that's not even rent money, but I think that should be like, for me, game number 2. I think that would be uh, somewhat of a success. I mean, like I said, it's not even rent money, but it'll be somewhat of a success. I told him, okay, if that happens, then I'll get Expedition 33. And if I can make $1,000 from Beware Tomorrow within 1 month, then I'll look into seeing if I can get that ported onto other platforms. At the very least, getting it onto other stores other than Steam, such as GOG. Um, uh, what's that one that people would talk about? I think Zoom. Zoom was one that people talk about recently. But I'll look into like getting it onto other platforms as well. Um, Play Obscure is so long and not a cakewalk. Yeah, that's the thing that I'm concerned about. Like, well, I hear that's like 30 hours, which I mean, I guess that's doable. But like, I just don't have time to play games. That's my big thing. And when I do play games, um, I like to spend time with my family. So I got little kids. My oldest is 5, and then the next one is 3. And so when I play games with them, it's like we play Mario Sunshine. Not Mario Sunshine. No, we play one. They kept on telling me to play Mario Sunshine. I was like, I don't want to. We play Mario Galaxy. Yeah, we play Mario Galaxy. We play Sonic Racing, stuff like that. So uh got approached by a console porter called ASI Games. Maybe look into porters to Switch. Okay, all right. I'll can you DM me that so I can remember? Publishers can port games for you. Engagement. Wait a tick. This is live. Yes, this is live. Thank you for joining, Cosgrove. You don't have to play Clay Obscure to know what the game is about. I mean, people want me to play it. I mean, it would be nice to play a game again, but just I don't know. Life's so busy right now. But anyways, so again, let me put this back on screen one more time. I just want to give myself a cutoff so I'm not doing this for too long. And I appreciate all you guys who have been in the chat. Let me move this over here so I can kind of like face the camera let me look before I get this off the screen real quick. Indie Gala, check it out. I'm gonna post this on the social media, but there we go. All right, okay, so let me say thank you all. ZM, thank you very much for joining. Western Hero, thank you very much for the tip. You're definitely a hero. I really appreciate it. Laititi, thank you very much. Cosgrove, thank you for joining. What was the last person? Lost and still lost. Thank you very much. I think you're the first person in here. Thank you very much for joining. Anyone else that I missed out? I think I got everybody. Oh, and Sarah Vanan Balahi. I think that's a H sounding I. I mean, sorry, J. Anyways, all you guys, I really appreciate all of you for joining. I mean, I'm honestly surprised that I have people in here. Oh wow, Sanam, another one. Wow, I really appreciate it. And man, alhamdulillah. That's that really means a lot to me. I really appreciate it. I mean, I appreciate that you guys even showing up, because I just figured even if nobody shows up, the point of me doing this is just to start the habit. I clock in, I get the stream started, clock out, and even if no one shows up, I do the habit anyways, and then people will come in eventually. But I'm really happy that all you guys showed up, and thank you all you guys. Howdy, another one. Yeah, thank you. Thanks all for showing up, and the plan is I'll do this again next Wednesday, same time. So Central Daylight Time, starting at 10 a.m. and I'm gonna go until 11:30. Thanks a lot, Western Hero. You're definitely a hero. Big thanks. Alhamdulillah. Shukran. And I'll see you guys next week, unless I get sick. Well, I got sick this last weekend, so inshallah I don't get sick again. Anyways, next week I'll try it again. I'll be better prepared. All right. Thank you. And ending the ending the broadcast. I can't talk. Ending